What is the Intracoastal Waterway? It's not the ocean. It's not a bay. It's not a river. It's not a creek. It's the Intracoastal Waterway, and it's something totally unique to the East Coast. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jake Wyer, Blue Coast Realty, and I just wanted to kind of go over kind of a question that comes up pretty often for people moving into the Wilmington area and surrounding areas from other parts of the country. So we're from the West Coast ourselves, and the big question that comes up is, what the heck is the Intracoastal Waterway? It's truly hard to define, so let me go ahead and give you the Wikipedia version. The Intracoastal Waterway is a 3,000-mile inland waterway along the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico coasts of the United States, running from the Boston area of Massachusetts southward along the Atlantic seaboard and around the southern tip of Florida, and then following the Gulf Coast to Brownsville, Texas. So what does that all mean for you? The Intracoastal is a huge section of our waterways here. Basically the entire length of the coastal area, Hampstead, Brunswick County, Wilmington, all have intercoastal waterways. So it's a great option if you're actually looking for something that has access to the Atlantic Ocean, because the Intracoastal Waterway has multiple spots along the coast that just empty into the Atlantic Ocean all the way down. So you can kind of use it basically like a highway along the eastern seaboard, which is kind of cool. So a lot of people use it to go up for vacation. They'll take weeks to go all the way up to Boston or Florida along the Intercoastal. And the good part is it's very calm. As you can see behind me, basically the way it's formed is the Atlantic Ocean, and then a barrier island, and then the Intracoastal Waterway, and then the mainland. So the barrier island basically acts as a buffer between the surge of the ocean and storms and things like that. So you can actually have a home in the Intercoastal with a dock, and it's much more protected than it would be if it was directly on the Atlantic Ocean. So something to think about when you are looking at homes in the Wilmington area. If you're looking at beaches, what people consider the beach is basically what's on the Atlantic Ocean that has the Atlantic waves and things like that. And then there's the intercoastal side of things. So you can be basically on either side of that. And all of our beaches here in Wilmington are actually located on barrier islands. So we have Curry Beach, we have Carolina Beach, which are barrier islands at the tip of Wilmington. And then you come up north and you'll have Wrightsville Beach, which is also a barrier island. Then you'll also have Mason Borough Island, which is a barrier island that doesn't have vehicular access. You can get there by boat. We also have Figure 8 Island, which is populated and accessible but private. Then further up, Topsail Island and Surf City, which are going to be towards Hampstead. So all of them are barrier islands. And unless they have a bridge to them, usually they are non-accessible by vehicular traffic. But all of our actual true beaches that are considered beaches as far as the Atlantic Ocean are concerned are technically barrier islands. So, fun fact. And kind of similar to the Outer Banks, those are all barrier islands as well. And they have a huge long intercoastal on the inside of that as well. So, I hope that's helpful. If you guys have any questions about anything else about Wilmington, any questions about intercoastal, water access communities, having homes along the intercoastal, love to be able to talk to you guys. Reach out anytime. We'll talk to you soon.